What up? What up? What up, family? What's up? Top of the top. Back again Thursday. Flying through the week. Y'all gotta pardon me. Sometimes I be struggling to the last minute to put it together, y'all. Sometimes I wake up with a blank. I be trying to put it together at night, and when I wake up, sometimes I be struggling. I ain't gonna lie. So sometimes when I come on late, it's because I'm trying to put it together, y'all. But you know we gonna turn up. You know we glitched yesterday. We put a glitch in it yesterday. I don't know what happened, but it was a glitch. I don't know why yesterday was so lit like that. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I just do what I do. And salute to y'all because y'all make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So what's good, my people? We here. Episode 266. We back. What's good, y'all? I'm going to let the people pull up, man. We got some more things to talk about. Y'all see what's going on out here? What's up, y'all? I see my people in here. What's going on? What's up, Zingard? Always the first on the set. What's good, Annette? Grown Man Talk, what up? Repent Daily, what's up? What's going on? Miss Sassy, what's up? Lexi, Natasha Jordan, Nate the Great, Wax Dog, what's popping? Man, I know everybody in here, man. Good morning, Miss Jackie. I can't miss Jackie because she's going to curse me out. What's up, Miss Jackie? Good morning. Good morning. Miss LA, what's up? American Links. What's good? ASAP Auto, what's popping? JE, Brooklyn in the building. Shout out to everybody everywhere that's tapping in and everybody on the replay. What up, Cozy? L Blizz? All y'all here this morning. Boy, I know everybody else will pull up later. King D, what's up? Anyway, y'all, because y'all know I'll be shouting y'all out all morning. We got to get to it. All right. Today, we got to talk about this. This episode is called Too Messy. We got the two messy chicks. We got y'all already know Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. They going at it again, but it's a lot of different things going on within that and behind that, under that. It's a lot of things going on, and all this taking place on Black Twitter. So if you don't be on Twitter, you ain't got a clue what's going on. But I'm just telling you, right? Boom, it's a lot of shit going on. Now, Nicki Minaj is suing a blogger for $75,000 because the blogger allegedly said that she was a cokehead. And people probably heard it by now. It's an underground rumor. It's been going around for a while, but it has really been getting out of control. And now Nicki Minaj, she wants to sue. So we also going to look at how her and Cardi B is on the same time and a lot of different things. And they basically jacking and cloning each other. But they really want to be each other friends. I don't know why they just didn't be friends, because then maybe they wouldn't have to keep beefing with each other. And I think they admire each other, but we'll get into that. And like I said yesterday, what I was going to talk about, I'm going to talk about divide and conquer. We're going to talk about divide and conquer, and I'm going to show you how that is it is a weapon used by your oppressor and used by others. When we talk about this thing called unity and being productive and getting shit done, and I'm going to show you, a lot of y'all already know why things ain't going to never happen, because there's no unity due to the fact of a program called divide and conquer. And it's going to always happen until people get smart. We also going to touch on a few other things, like how Mississippi still ain't got no good water. But you see nobody talking about that, right? But we're going to talk about it. So other than that, episode 266, For No Fame Live. Salute to everybody that's here. I know y'all up early for a reason. 9 times out of 10, you take care of business. You got things to do, and we're going to have a good day. So let's go. Now, y'all already know I've been talking about it's a lot of unwritten rules. And one of the rules is Black women shall never come together, or women in general shall never come together unless they got to come together. If they're not coming together to bash men or disrespect or put men down, women not supposed to come together for nothing positive other than gossip, tea, drama. That's it. Nothing constructive, nothing on the level of a queen. You dig? See, everybody want to call themselves a queen, but they don't know how to be rulers. They don't know how to lead. They don't know how to give orders. They don't know how to function. They don't know how to organize, but everybody want to be the queen. So you already know what type of queendom they would build, a straight queendom of destruction. That's just what it is. All right, so let's get into this. Salute to everybody in the pull. Let me pay attention. See, sometimes I don't put on both of the laptops so I can watch the chat because it be interfering. Like, you know, sometimes when you see the icon and it be blank, that's because sometimes you got too many devices next to each other. I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to the chat today. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when I get to cooking, I don't be caring about the chat. Yeah, I told y'all. Thanks for everybody that donate. I support everybody, meaning, and I appreciate everybody that donate. That's how you make the machine run. And everybody that's donate to my Cash App, every penny helps. But like I say, if you don't got it, don't worry about it. Don't donate. And if you ain't donating from the heart, I don't want it. So on top of that, what I'm saying is sometimes I get to cooking on this thing and I forget to salute the people giving super chats, but I don't be watching sometimes. I'm gonna be real. So I just want people that donate to know if I don't put you on the screen or I don't shout you out, it's no disrespect. It's just that I didn't see you. I didn't see it. And like I said, everything over here is organic and natural. So I only want everything that's real. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's from the heart, everything that's solid, I'm about it. If you got any ulterior motives, if you ain't really real like that, you keep it pushing. All right. But I got to make it clear that sometimes I do not be watching the chat. But I will watch it more. But when I get to cooking, I'll start blacking out. So that's what happened. All right. Anyway, as you see, Nicki Minaj is suing a blogger. Now, mind you, it's a lot of people calling her a drug head. Like Azalea Banks, it's been on her head over a week now. But she don't want to go at Azalea Banks. You know why? Because she don't want to give Azalea Banks no clout. And for two, Azalea Banks be dealing with some other stuff. So we're going to get into that too. But Nicki be picking and choosing her battles. And she's picking a particular blogger that she wants to sue for $75,000. You dig? But anyway, Nicki has been going on rants for a little while now. And she's been attacking a lot of different female rappers, being that she feel like she got that award and she back in position. And this is not no hate. I got to clarify, that's not no hate on Nicki or Cardi. We just going to talk about what's going on. That's it. Because I don't see a lot of people talking about it. We're going to talk about it. Rest in peace, pnbrock. I'm not one of them that's going to run that in the ground. You feel me? I'm not doing that. Minaj claims the blogger outrageously defamed her and sparked a firestorm of social media attention. This woman has spoke about, but it's the way she said it that Nicki be stuffing coke up her nose. You know, the way this woman said it, it started trending and catching fire, but a lot of people already knew that. Or I'm gonna say not knew that. A lot of people knew about those allegations, but it's not facts. You know why? Because none of us was there to see her put in her nose. And you got to understand that, well, mostly all of these stories are alleged. You know why? If you wasn't there, it's all alleged. You dig? So let me clarify that too. But this was being said. As you see, Minaj is currently beefing with Cardi B, Lil' Kim, Megan Thee Stallion, Asian Doll, and Lotto all at once. And the person says, you don't see the problem? Now, mind you, this woman 40 years old, beefing with everybody on the come up. Everybody she feel like is a threat. See, she didn't feel like Coi Leray was a threat. That's why she did that song with her. But Nicki is not about unity. She's about divide and conquer. That's what she's all about. Now, check it out. Nicki Minaj constantly lets her teenage fans hype her up into doing this dumb childish shit. She looks a mess every time. Did I not tell y'all that she targets a younger crowd? Her husband is a pedophile, but she targets kids. She be on the internet with kids all day. I'm just being real. Yeah, I'm gonna say alleged, but it's a fact that most of her core audience is young people. I spoke on that yesterday. A lot of y'all grown. Y'all don't run behind Nicki Minaj. Y'all grown. It's just what it is. G-Rock, J-Vlog, what's up? Shayla, what's up? Malaya, what's up? Now, like I said, grown women know what's up. Y'all understand that. Y'all, like I said yesterday, a lot of people grew up off Nicki, but a lot of y'all grew up. Y'all still respect her music. Y'all still respect her, but y'all not running behind on Nicki Minaj calling yourself a barb in a chat, trolling people and going on people's page, threatening to kill them, all this stupidness. But that's what she got them people doing. Instead of her uplifting her fan base, she makes them more ignorant. None of her peers act this way. No, none of the legends she should rightfully be in the same conversation with career-wise act the way she do. It's giving coke. That's a slogan they're using on her. I don't know what it's about, all of it, but that "it's giving coke" is a slogan they're using on Twitter in reference to Nicki Minaj. All I'm saying is people ain't stupid. They understand that this woman is starting a whole lot of chaos. You dig? Brainwashing kids. That's all you got to understand. Nicki Minaj now, her whole purpose is aiming at the kids. That's it. So if you got daughters, nieces, things like that, all you got to understand is Nicki Minaj is targeting all of them. Because she understand that the grown women ain't trying to hear that shit. Grown women ain't following all that shit no more. You dig? So a lot of people been on her head, and this shit right here is hilarious. Now look, the other day, Nicki was talking smack about going to see Little Mermaid. And she said, when this comes out, don't no one speak to me. Even Papa Bear better not get on mama nerves that day. And look what this man tweeted her. This shit hilarious. He said, ma'am, this is a children's movie. You can't even go see this movie in theaters with your husband. He straight shitted on her, basically saying you were a pedophile. What are you talking about? You can't even go to the movies. You did. You can't go nowhere with kids around with your husband. Outright telling her. And that's what people don't understand. They keep looking at the fact that this millionaire woman has embraced a pedophile. You dig? And not only on top of that, she don't like to act grown. She act like a kid. Maybe that's why he like her. I'm just being real, y'all. I'm not trying to diss her. These are facts. She can't go in no damn movie theater. She's registered. Her man got to stay in the house on Halloween. Y'all know about Halloween season for people that know. That's how, look, how you want to know who on the sex registry list? On Halloween, them niggas ain't gonna be able to come outside. They're gonna be in the house. So if you were to do, and you want to know if you're on the sex registry list, say, let's go to the movies. Let's go see a kid, a PG-13 movie. Get that nigga to come out the house. Nigga can't come out the house. He got to be in the house. You dig? And that's how you going to know on Halloween who the real Chesters is, because the niggas can't come outside. You dig? And this something I've been knowing for years. So even a lot of these niggas on YouTube, they're going to be online on Halloween. They niggas ain't going to be outside because a lot of them niggas is registered. Don't get it fucked up. So this man clowned her and told her to her face, as you see, he added her, ma'am, this is a children's movie. You can't even go see this movie in theaters with your husband. What are you talking about? Yeah, she just ranting online, talking crazy. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people see through her shit. This lady, Nicki Minaj, always find a way to blow me. I be trying to like her how I did when I was a kid. I told you, most of these people still got a certain love for her from when they was a kid. The women that grew up moved on from this shit. I told y'all, a lot of this shit you see now was embedded in your brain in the Obama era when you was a young teenager in the early 20s for some of y'all. Some of y'all mind was still developing. And when you was following this shit, you thought it was real. You thought this what it was. But I'm showing you all that shit when Nicki first came out, that whole Barbie gimmick, the whole concept of Barbie. It's to play on the minds of little girls that grew up playing with Barbie dolls. See, when you're a little girl, Barbie is already embedded in your brain as a child. So when you see her calling herself a Barb, but mixing up the Barbie name and brand with sexual deviancy and sexual behavior, This is a formula used to teach little girls to be fast. Just like some girls we know, or when you kids, what's the first thing a lot of people do? They strip the Barbie dolls naked. And that's when some kids first start humping, they start humping the toys together. Y'all know, y'all seen that. Y'all know about that. But all of that is subliminal, because even those Barbie toys were made to teach kids to look at the human body at an early age. Get it? Now you see what all that Barbie and Ken stuff was about? Because little do you know, some of the people that are pedophiles work for toy companies. They work for cartoon networks. They work in school. You see? A lot of people that are Chesters work in fields that deal with children on many different levels. So that whole Barbie thing is a mind control program that they put into play over 10 years ago, and it still works. This is why people that are grown call themselves a Barb and go hard for Nicki Minaj. Now, I'm not talking about the people that call themselves a Barbie. This ain't no disrespect. I understand Barbie also means a woman that feels that she's pretty. She calls herself a Barbie doll. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. I'm talking about this woman, Nicki Minaj, with her whole Barb's gimmick. That whole Barb thing is a gimmick. It's a mind control program. You dig? When you know about mind control, you'll understand the science of how keywords can make a person's brain react a certain way. When you hear the word Barbie, your mind automatically goes back to a child. Like for men, when we hear G.I. Joe, Transformers, our mind go back to a child. You dig? Because we used to play with them toys. You get it? So that whole Barbie thing is a mind control program to influence children. Because remember, when you doing your thing, the child is in the room watching this shit. They listening to her. They on you get it? They the ones getting caught up in the shit, not you. It's the girls. And then you wonder why the girls getting, because y'all got to remember, the first thing a child gets called girl, they call her what? Fast. And then she gets in trouble for being fast. And she start getting beatings. And they say she being grown. But really, a lot of time it comes from what these kids watch. It goes into their subconscious, and they be being grown and don't even mean to be grown. They don't even know what they're doing. They just doing what they see. But that's Nicki Minaj's whole job. Or should I say, whether she knows it or not, that's what they pay her for. The same thing with Cardi B. What's up, Rondell? I see you. That's what they get paid for. I told y'all a long time ago, these celebrities, they get paid, but they get paid to do the job. They don't get paid because people just buy their music and people just crazy for them. No, the powers that be break them off that bread in advance. Then they pay it back. Then they are in certain organizations. These organizations also support these entertainers to make sure they do good. You got to understand, y'all know about the brotherhood and the sisterhood, where they some of the main ones that buy the tickets and stream the music. It's the people in the brotherhood with these beliefs. So you'll see most grown people that are into human trafficking and sex trafficking, they the same ones going to love Nicki Minaj. I was watching John Walsh last night. Remember the dude from America Most Wanted? He got a show on an ID channel now that deals with sex trafficking and kids getting snatched. And I was looking at the story last night where this one particular child got snatched in 1996. They still don't know what she had to this day, but she got snatched up dealing with this church people. It was a church cult, and the family was trying to hide secrets because one of their sons had got a 12-year-old fucking pregnant. And next thing you know, the 12-year-old ended up missing. But it was all disguised from a cult of a church. I told you, a lot of these fake ass churches, a lot of these fake ass organizations are fronts for sex trafficking and snatching up kids. And they use different things. They use events, concerts. They use so many different things. But people like Nicki Minaj is used as the woman to lure in fast grown little women or turn them into fast grown women. See, because some people don't understand that you can get turned out for music. You can get turned out. And a kid gets turned out when what? They introduced to, when they got to hit. How many of y'all, let's keep it real, ladies. How many of y'all had to hear about sucking, you know what, when you was young and riding faces and butt? You ain't know about all that. These kids be hearing about sucking, you know what, early. Talking about eating you know what. That's what they be rapping about. And they play it on the radio. Them kids ain't supposed to hear that. Y'all know that. Not at that age. You know that. But anyway, that's what they promote. And remind you, she has a Chester background. She's with a Chester, all right? With a Chester, still acting like a big-ass kid. All right? And it's not cool. Then she want to sue the blogger. Oh, because the blogger got opinion. But I get it. But obviously, she must have struck a nerve when she went with that Coke story. Because a lot of people have been saying the same thing ever since she went on that rant like 2 years ago, and they said they seen white residue on her nose. But that's all alleged. It's not a fact. But anyway, Nicki Minaj is a troublemaker. Nicki Minaj said an artist tried to do voodoo on her, and Azalea Banks admits she was the one who told her the artist was Cardi B to make her spiral out of control. It was said that, like y'all see, because you know they've been beefing, and Cardi B and her mom's grandmother, pardon me, they saying she went to see that lady on that chick a couple years ago, and I'd be damned if like after that Nicki ain't start spiraling out of control. That's around the time they said she was on blow. That was before she had Papa Bear. That was when she started getting all that flack from her husband when her husband first got exposed a couple years ago. Remember, it was a secret. But according to these people that did a ritual on her, after that shit, her whole shit went crazy. But guess what? Nicki is still tweaking out. But we're going to get into that because really her and Cardi both tweaking out. And we're going to talk about it. Now, another thing that started a lot of the beef, that's right, Santeria. Another thing that's going on, they say Nicki is furious because they saying Cardi B trying to look like her. Cardi B been getting her face done. And she recently got her face done. What is wrong with these millionaire chicks around Hollywood? Keep trying to get their face done. And just because you get your face done, it don't mean your nigga ain't gonna stop cheating on you. Just because you get your body done, it don't mean your nigga ain't gonna stop cheating. That, like, don't it feel even worse when you spend thousands on your body, your face, and a nigga still cheat on you? Don't that not feel even worse? And this is how a lot of women are making themselves look like transgenders. Because it's the certain look they looking for. Why is Cardi B playing with her face? You know why? Because I told you, a lot of them, they got this money. They sit in these fucking cribs. They be online all day, and they ain't got shit else to do. Let me tell you something else. Even though you got to understand the game. This the game the elite play, man. This the game, man. Because they got bosses. They're going to let you build your mansion. You can build as many, you can have many mansions as you want. But guess what? The mansion becomes their penitentiary. Once you're a celebrity, they say you what? A prisoner of your own fame. Once you are a prisoner of your own fame, all you can really do is really just sit in your mansion. So you got to build it, your compound as big as possible so you won't get bored, because you ain't really going to be able to go outside and do what you want like that no more. You can have company and shit. You can have visitors, but your mansion becomes your prison. For people that understand about penitentiaries and compounds, that's what a mansion is. When you got all these rooms and bathrooms, but it ain't a whole lot of people stay there. This is how they trick them to live in their own penitentiary. It's called a mansion. Because all they do, once they get the money, they lose their friends, they lose their family. They can't even go to the grocery store and buy some tomatoes in peace. They can't even go out and walk their dog. They become a prisoner of their own fame. Therefore, their jail becomes their mansion. That's why I told you, the main people that be online all day be these celebrities starting shit. And guess who their key audience is? No disrespect. Their key audience is the people they know that be home all day. See, these celebrities ain't stupid. They understand markets. So when you see these Barbs and Barty gang, most of those are people that's in the house all day that ain't got shit else to do. Because I told you, grown women and people that got responsibility, like taking care of their kids and shit, ain't nobody got time to be trolling nobody, talking about they in the gang, Barty gang, and those are kids. And those are some young adults that's home. You get it? But they know that this is their whole market, y'all. But my point is, Nicki is mad because it's being said that Cardi B is trying to look like her now. Let's look at all the different ways where they show Cardi B all of her different looks. This is what's going on right now, man. Both of them are beefing with each other, but meanwhile, both of them getting trolled. And both of them got a lot of shit going on. So that's why I call both of them too messy. Because the two of them are messy. That's just what it is, y'all. They grown, leading our kids astray. Because remember what we say, it's about the future, right? So if they constantly focus on leading the future astray now, what that mean? Ain't gonna be no future. Because between these young boys dying and going to jail, then the young chicks, they gonna think it's all about riding faces, taking money, F a man, all that, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Teenage pregnancy. See that? So why none of them don't talk about teenage pregnancy, how important that is? How teenage pregnancy could throw your whole life down the gutter. And not saying it's not about loving your child, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, if you had a chance to do it over again, you would. So all I'm saying is promoted by these people that can't even get their own shit in order. That ain't even got their own self secure. They rich. They got it all, but they still act like a fucking psycho. Still uncomfortable in their skin. Look at how many times Cardi B face has changed. These people are weird, y'all. I don't care how nobody feel about it. And check it out. Boom. Let's talk about this. I was supposed to talk about this the other day. A lot of people don't know Cardi B is facing jail time right now. She's facing 4 years in prison. And for some reason, this case has been downplayed a whole lot. She is facing prison time for the so-called alleged assault, which was the beef between her and Nicki, if I'm not mistaken. The beef that took place at the particular spot in Flushing, Queens. Facing jail time. So even she was suing people, but she facing jail time. And guess what? I'm gonna be real with y'all. She better hope she don't get locked up. You know why? Because you know every now and then they like to make an example out of celebrity, and a person you think they won't lock up, they fuck around and lock up. People forget, I'm gonna always bring this up. People forget about Plaxico Burress that played for the Giants, shot himself and got locked up and had to do the time. And he was a big millionaire for the New York Giants, won a championship. Nigga shot himself and had to go to jail for it. So sometimes when they want to be petty and make an example, they'll do that shit. So Cardi B better hope they don't lock her ass up because she's facing 4 years on 12 different charges. She got 12 different charges. You dig? So she's fighting right now. And we also understand she is on Atlantic Records and they're going to protect her. We also now can say crystal clear, allegedly. That's why she did that little publicity stunt at the school the other day. It was for 2 reasons, like I told you. To cater to her juvenile fans at the junior high school, because if you notice, Cardi B didn't go to high school. She didn't go to a high school. So in my opinion, I want to bet Cardi B didn't graduate from high school. The last school she probably went to was middle school. But that's not the point. The point is she specifically went to a middle school because those are her fans. And for 2, she went to a middle school for that good image because she got some real things going on. So let's take a look at some of this. In 2018, New York strip club brawl explained. In August 2018, rumors about Cardi B being involved in a violent altercation in a strip club had surfaced. A month after the female rapper turned herself over to authorities and was arrested. She was also ordered to show up in court to explain her side of the story. Reports say that Cardi ordered attacks on 2 bartenders at the strip club, accusing one of the 2 of having an affair with her. You see how the article is supposed to say with her husband, it said with his husband. I'm just showing y'all how even the media be wrong sometimes. You did. Apparently, she and 9 members, that's like a gang assault now, see? 9 members of her entourage allegedly threw bottles, chairs, and hookah pipes at the bartenders, leaving them injured. Cardi B was indicted on a total of 14 charges. I said 12. 14 charges, which includes 2 felony counts of attempted assault with intent to cause serious physical injury and misdemeanor charges of reckless assault. Now, I know she got a lot of money, and I know she could beat this. I know that. But people got to understand, sometimes New York City plays shady in them courts. And like I said, when they want to make an example sometimes to prove that your money ain't going to get you out of nothing, they will sometimes smack you on the wrist. Y'all see Little Kim did jail time, right? Little Kim did 6 months in the feds. Don't ever forget that. And it might be ritual time where it's time for another chick to do time in jail. So you never know. They could try to be funny and sit Cardi B down for, even if it's for a couple of months, just to lock her ass up. Try to get some clout off her. That's what they do. That's a fact. She got to kiss the kids goodbye. So it's kind of crazy how, you know, she was going hard to sue Tasha K. Meanwhile, she was already in court herself. But I get it with the defamation and the slander. Some people ain't going for that. Anyway, from BET to the jail cell floor, Cardi B is due back in court September 12th. She went to court this week. Did you see that as a trending story? Some of y'all did. But they doing a good job of controlling it because they don't want Cardi, you know, it's going to mess up her image. But she been getting away with a lot of stuff too. A lot of people she was involved with got indicted, went to jail, a lot of different things. She been getting away with a lot of stuff, admitting that she was on her Bill Cosby flow, putting drinks, date raping people, date robbing people, should I say. She admitted to a lot. So, and remember, she also was going against the grain a lot in the beginning. She was going against the politics, but then she fell in place. But they still might be trying to make an example out of her because I know how they work. So as you see right here from the document, she went to court on the 12th, but it's being downplayed because they got to keep the image going. But it's being said, like I said, you see how she used to look. Now this is how she look now. You see Cardi playing with her face for no reason at all. There's nothing wrong with this woman's face, nothing at all. And they say she's trying to look like Nicki Minaj. I don't know. They might be kind of right. This ain't looking too good, Cardi. But anyway, yeah, they was calling. Y'all remember they was calling Cardi Bill Cosby for like a week. It was trending. Then they shut it down. Yeah, because that girl got on Vlad TV and admitted she was putting stuff in dudes' drinks and robbing them. Admitted that she got away with a lot, y'all. I'm telling you. So therefore, it might be her turn to get dealt with. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this. Let's go back into the real business. How many people knew Mississippi water looked like this? The water is still nasty down there. And I got to give a shout out to Trader Truth because Trader Truth was down there giving out water the other day. Y'all know he just had a fight with Zero and he got a lot of bad press. So he was down there giving out free cases of water, but at least he did something. Who else you hear going hard for Mississippi? You dig? They're trying to push them people out down there. And like I said before, you got to know about the ancestors of Mississippi, the Mississippian nation. You got to know about certain things why they go hard on these places. All places where your ancestors was at, the heaviest is where now they make it bad for them. And they get a lot of, this is how they get their payback on our people. This is why certain places got it worse than others. It's not because it's by mistake. I told y'all that months ago. Certain places, they keep country and poor on purpose because they're trying to oppress the people there because they know the people's true background and history and bloodline. So they always know you have to oppress the bloodline of the enemies they once faced in history. That's how this shit work. That's why people like Florida always gonna have it bad. You get it? Certain places like that, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, they always gonna keep their foot on their neck to a whole nother level. That's all by design. And many other places of the South. Something else I wanted to speak on today that I forgot to speak to y'all about. You remember months ago when I debunked and we debunked that whole Juneteenth thing. This is another jewel that I learned a lot of people don't know. Guess what really was the first state? The last state to free the slaves. Because y'all was told it was Texas. And they pushed that narrative it was Texas. And then I'm going to get into the whole narrative of how I was telling y'all how the North is really more racist than the South. But it was the people of the North that won the war, that rewrote history, and they made the South be the bad guys. Because remember, he who wins the story, or should I say he who wins the war, writes history. That's why it's his story. But really what a lot of people don't know is the North is more racist than the South. It's always been that way. People don't understand about the Confederacy and what really was going on. You did? Because the North, the Yankees wrote the story. They remixed history. But the last state to free slaves was Delaware. Go look it up. Delaware was the last state to free slaves, not Texas. Told you, everything you was taught was a lie. That's why a lot of people backwards right now. Delaware was the last state to free the slaves, not Texas. Do your research. You did? They lied about a lot of shit. People wasn't running up north. They was running south to be free. I already spoke about that. You got to know about the Seminoles. You got to know about certain things that was going on. That whole shit about running up north was a fucking lie. A lot of them did run up north for different things, but a lot of them was running up north to get to that Prince Hall Masonic Lodge. Yeah, the headquarters in Boston, that's what a lot of them was trying to get to. They was trying to be free Masons. They was trying to be Freemasons. That's when they talk about they was trying to be free, some of them was trying to be Freemasons. That's why they was running up north to get to that lodge. But a lot of the slaves that was trying to be free, they went down south. They went to the stronghold, which was in Florida. But my point is this: the North was more racist, and I'm going to prove it to y'all again. You see this sign right here? This is a sign upstate New York. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Melbourne, New York. Because people don't understand. You got New York City, where most of us from, the 5 boroughs. But other than that, New York State, you got a lot of country shit going on. Don't get it fucked up. You got train tracks, dirt road, all of that. New York got a country part too. And in them country parts upstate is where a lot of racist rednecks live at. A lot of racist white people live at. Always been like that. Always, since back in the day. Why the hell you think Massachusetts so racist? Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine. Because that's where the original Yankees been at. The original. You see? Remember, the Confederacy was a confederacy, and they call up north the Yankees. Why you think when foreigners alleged from the Virgin Islands come here, they call people Yankees? Mainly in New York, we know about this. See, you got to know the history when it was a war back in the day amongst Americans and so-called Jamaicans, where, you know, Jamaicans would call Americans, New Yorkers, Yankees, and New Yorkers would call Jamaicans coconuts. You dig? And this is before parts of New York became overpopulated with different Virgin Island heritages. It was conflicts in the beginning. They was calling Americans Yankees. Yankees was calling them coconuts. This was before the whole Crown Heights was West Indian. This before the whole Flatbush was West Indian. This before the whole Jamaica Queens was West Indian. This was when things were starting to come together. But my point is, New York has always been racist. That's why New York, I'm gonna keep it real. You got white people look at you like you fucking crazy. They ain't gonna hold no door for you. They ain't gonna have, if a pregnant black woman get on the train, a white man look at you like you crazy, he ain't gonna move, because a lot of them are fucking racist. This is a street in New York City, not New York City, New York State, named after a Ku Klux Klan member. And the particular Ku Klux Klan member, he did his thing in the 1920s. The street had been named after Paul Linder, in the 1920s village founder, who also led cross burners and KKK rallies in Long Island and Queens, New York. You see how y'all was tricked and lied to? Me too. You just thought, oh, the Klan was in the South. No, Klan in the North too. They never left. Many parts of the North. They in Chicago. They in Ohio. They in Pennsylvania. That's the trick they played. When they just thought they had you thinking all that shit was in the South. No, the North. I told you, I done been in the South and people with Confederate flags waving at me. I done seen white people in the South playing rap music that look racist, but they were playing rap music. They not like that. Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. Now, when it comes to up north, I experienced plenty of rap. Never been called a nigga. Matter of fact, when we was young, the white man did call me and my homeboys called us a bunch of monkeys. So I never been called a nigga, but I've been called a monkey. And we know how a lot of communities are racist in New York. Let's stop playing. But a lot of them, so we know it's neighborhoods you can't go to right now. They're gonna get at you and tell you get out of here. Racism is in the North, just like the South, but really it's worse in the North. My point is, this is why they always got to keep the race game going, because if the races stay divided, then nobody can focus on who's really doing all the shit. Hold up. Rondell said, my grandmother is from a farm in Alabama. She did not experience racism until she got to New York. That's a fact. And if your grandmother is from a farm, that means your grandmother owned land. That means she was a landowner in Alabama. That means she had clout. That's why they tricked a lot of our people to run to the north. They was getting our people to leave their land. How was they doing that? Threatening them with lynching, scaring them half to death. That was a plan too. The Great Migration, when they ran all our people from down south up north, that was to get them to work in the factories and leave their fucking land. Now they're making them leave their land through other ways. Crime and dirty, muddy water. But that's a fact. All y'all people that y'all thought was country, guess what? They was landowners, property owners. And that's why I told y'all these places, they keep poor and fucked up on purpose because they be trying to mess the people up down there. And so you don't want to go down there and help them. That's what all that shit is about. That's why they make the buses slow, no buses, no train. They make it all slow. One store. They do that shit on purpose. So it will never be no development. But half the people down there still landowners. You dig? All that shit is a game. The North is more racist than the South. I put up the picture before of the statue in Boston they got with the black man with the chain around his neck. Man, that shit racist as fuck up north. Just being real. And it's segregated. And that go back to, remember, after slavery, when the Irish and all them started coming here, they was already teaching them hate. Because when they freed the so-called slaves, the Irish came here to take over right after that and started getting all the better jobs. And they made the Irish fight for the Yankees against the South, the Confederate. So the Confederacy was won, the Union won by doing a lot of dirty tricks too, by bringing in immigrants, by also promising to free certain slaves and indentured servants. But everywhere in the South did not have slavery going on. That's what people got to understand. The number one stronghold for slaves was Virginia. They had the worst laws. And then other places, as the more you go down south, yes, every state down south has slavery, but not as big as you think. Some of that was just parts of certain towns and certain cities, but you still have free things going on. You had natives doing business with certain Europeans. You get it? It was a lot of different things going on back then, but it was no slavery. But my point is, if you don't believe the history, for those who know, you'll see Native Americans holding Confederate flags because they was fighting against the North. It was different wars going on within the country, civil wars, but a lot of it had to do with laws. And what people don't understand is it was a lot of white people that were slaves at that time, called indentured servants. And they was trying to free a lot of those white indentured servants that still had to work. You get it? It's a lot of different things going on. But yes, the whole country is racist. But I'm talking about these stereotypes that the North ain't no racism. That's bullshit. Why you think your peoples up north be the most oppressed? And people don't understand this whole thing called ghetto was formulated as a place where you put these people at and let them kill each other. So anywhere you see ghettos, all you gotta know is the racism is right around because they let it be like that on purpose. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that this particular street, they was protesting, named after a Klan member in New York State. And they getting a sign change. But it shocked me to know that they had a street named after a goddamn Klan member. And he was from Long Island and Queens. See that? But you got to remember, all of our ancestors was from Queens, Long Island, and all of that. Different tribes, the Mohawks and a whole lot of other tribes. So a lot of places where our people reigned and ruled over, when the enemy took over, they brought their racist shit to keep our people out. So that's what's been going on as well. Also, another thing going on Rikers Island in jail, the jail in New York City. Another man has died. 14 people have died this year, waiting to go to trial, waiting to go to court. I spoke to y'all about this over a year ago when I said you do not want to go to jail because you might die. You might go to jail for something petty and die. But that's what's happening. People going to jail for petty shit and dying. You know why? Because that's what time it is. Rikers Island detainee hangs himself in staff bathroom at jail. He is the 14th to die in New York City custody. Last year, 16 people died on Rikers. That's before they even go to. How is people dying before they even go get their time? They're not dying in the penitentiary upstate. They dying in jail. But that's the 14th this year. We got 3 months left. Now, they say that the man got beat up by the inmates and ran and locked himself in the bathroom. And when the COs opened the door, they claim he hung himself. That's what they say. But the point is, I told you, your people getting put on these ships and they dying. And mind you, they said this man was in jail for theft, stealing shit out of store. He was in there for petty shit. We've seen another person die for domestic violence. People dying over bullshit in jail right now. So I told niggas, this ain't the time you want to go to jail, because you might not come home. Along with a whole bunch of other shit. Now let's get into this shit. Let's play the race game. This man's locked up for carjacking. He tried to carjack a woman holding her child at a Chick-fil-A. And I just had to show it because you know what? All the crime events happen to go on certain people, but they don't want to speak about the other people that's doing these crimes. But it all applies to the time we in of the purge, where anybody at any given time could do something crazy. So this, what's funny about this story is the man, he tried to rob a lady. See, the 43-year-old William Branch grabbed the car keys from a woman holding a baby, then attempted to steal her vehicle. Cops say the woman screamed for help, and that's when a young Chick-fil-A employee sprung into action. They say a young boy pulled up on that man and put that nigga in an MMA wrestling move and fucked his ass up. And that's how he was able to save the lady. You know what I'm saying? So that lady got saved. So remember how we talk about nobody to help the woman? See that? But when it comes to other people, they help their own. And I'm not playing, I'm not just talking about, I'm just showing people different things. How some people are cowards, some people are warriors. This man was carjacking somebody, and the young boy, he said, fuck all that. He fucked him up, put that nigga in an MMA wrestling move, and made that nigga submit. And then everybody came and rushed that nigga. The shit was hilarious. But it just shows you some people ain't scared out here. And it also shows you some people gonna try you. What else to show y'all? It ain't got nothing to do with skin color. Because this man, if he gonna get somebody, he gonna get somebody. And he tried to catch that lady vulnerable with her baby. Because these people are sick. You know what I'm saying? They sick. So let's continue on. You see this woman right here? This woman was murdered. And she was murdered by a 14-year-old. Fletcher, 40 years old, was caught in a crossfire of a shootout with the 14-year-old, at least one of the individuals, police said. District Attorney Larry Krasner confirmed that the teenager is being charged as an adult, but officials did not disclose his name. This happened in Philly. Young boy shooting at another young boy in a park and killed this woman. Killed her. She was just walking, dead. Now you see how all this thug life and shit playing out? Young boys busting guns. They don't even know how to properly wipe their ass. But you see they know how to shoot a gun. But really they don't know how to shoot a gun. They just know how to squeeze a trigger. Because that's why you see they always shooting the opposite person from who they trying to hit. So I just wanted to show y'all that of how America is going wild, which you should already know. Yeah, 14-year-old. And you got to remember, that's the thing that's scary about somebody young. It's not the fact that they gangster and they killers. It's the fact that they reckless. A young person will kill you by mistake. By mistake. He just wanted to pull a gun out and say, give me your purse. But he fuck around, put the gun out and shot you in the head by mistake. That's what these dumb young niggas do. You know, he tried to rob the man sitting in his car because he just wanted to rob him for his chain or, you know, his little wallet, but he made a mistake and shot him in the head. That's what these kids doing. So that's why they dangerous. Next story. A lot of y'all saw this yesterday. Let's talk about it. Once again, I told y'all already know, human trafficking is the #1 crime in America right now. human trafficking, fentanyl. All right. This teenage woman was held captive from when she was young, underage. And she killed the person that had her jacked up. Now, mind you, she was labeled as a runaway. Remember, we spoke about that. When alleged white girls are missing, they kidnap. Amber Alert. When a young black girl is missing, she's a runaway. She's a problem. A bad teen. See the difference? This is what I was telling y'all. Now I'm gonna break. I gotta tie this in with Nicki Minaj, and I'm gonna show you how this shit work. I'm gonna show you how it work, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna put this on Cardi and Nicki. See, when you teach the little girls to be fast in the ass and be grown, this is how they get online or be going to the store, or this is how they're able to get approached by older men. Because when a young girl is grown, it's older people that recognize that child is a little bit grown. And then this is when they try to lure and groom the child into a comfort zone. Because they're already being fast. Why? Because she's 14, 15, 16, 17. She listens to Nicki Minaj and Cardi, know all the lyrics, know everything, you know. And this is how they groom them to be fast. So then when they become fast, what happens? The family start turning their back on them. The people in the neighborhood start looking down on them. And once the child is labeled fast, grown, guess what? When the child is missing, she was fast in the ass anyway. She probably ran away with a dude. See? Boom. But the whole time, your child fuck around and be snatched up somewhere, kidnapped. So now you got to understand why America always breed young girls to be grown and fast. Because these are sometimes the young girls that end up in these sex trafficking rings. You get it? Because nobody cares about a young, fast black girl, except for Chester's. You get it? But this woman has to pay over, what, $100,000 now? But she's not going to get no real time. She's going to be on house arrest, $150,000 in restitution. And she killed the rapist. But this happened in Iowa. And people don't understand there's hoods in Iowa too. So your people are all over. The point is, she was snatched up as a teen with somebody she trusted. And he held her ass hostage and had her doing prostitution, had her turning tricks. Like I told you these people to snatch your ass up and have you turning tricks somewhere. And remember I said it, what I said yesterday. I said you be in Montana somewhere. Guess what? She was in Iowa. Iowa not too far from Montana, same shit. I told you, your boy know what he be talking about. This the real shit. That's why I keep telling my sisters, y'all better start paying close attention to y'all daughters. I'm telling you, and your sons too. Stop being naive. Start paying attention. Because there's predators and prowlers out here. And not only that, remember, they're not just snatching them up for sex, they're snatching them up to get paid. Why? We're in a crisis now. People ain't getting paid like that. I told y'all, I showed y'all, drugs ain't moving like that. So now people trying to get paid off other people, snatching people up. You also got people snatching up disabled people, stealing their check, holding them hostage in houses, getting that direct deposit every month. Man, people are snatching up humans. Why? It's back to the old days of what? When human beings were the most highest commodity. That's what we back to, y'all. Remember, in the slave days, it wasn't no drug selling. Remember? It wasn't certain crimes it wasn't no fraud going on back then. Scamming. Humans was the bag back then. And a lot of people did get kidnapped and sold. Because that was the market. Well, guess what? It's back to that now. When you hear the word sex trafficking, that's just another word for slavery. That's all it is, slavery. Human trafficking, another word for slavery. Meaning you're going to get snatched up and be doing some shit you don't even want to do. And somebody's going to get paid off your ass. That's what it is right now. It's not a game. So that's why I'm telling people, and you got to also know about Halloween. That's the number one time where they do work. Number one time where kids get snatched. Kids get put on the altar. The same reason why I told you on Halloween, pedophiles got to be in the house. We also know people that's involved with the dark side, they do a lot of satanic rituals in Halloween season. A lot of work goes on after 3 a.m. So I'm just telling y'all got to be on point. You got to watch people in your neighborhood looking shady. You got to watch when you go into public places, especially for y'all that like to leave your kids in the car. You better stop playing because it don't take long. You heard of Fast and Furious? You heard of Gone in 60 Seconds? That's how long it takes to snatch a kid. Trust me when I tell you. But that's what's going on. Now let's carry on. Now in this time, it's about that time that we got to do what we do. We're going to go into the book. I'm going to show y'all some things. You dig? Those that's in tune, y'all know what's up. The rest of y'all, you know, if you don't like it, if you got a problem, you kick rocks. Y'all know how I do. Let's get into it. I'm going to show y'all some things. You heard? The Lord your God will clear away these nations before you, little by little. You will not be able to put an end to them quickly, for the wild beasts will grow too numerous for you. Now we're going to look at this right here in Deuteronomy. This is dealing with something. It goes two ways. This now, when you look at this, you apply this to yourself. This lets you know about the fight you up against. You at war. Remember, spiritual warfare. It's a lot of people that don't like you. It's a lot of people that conquered your ancestors, and they don't like you. They just need your money now. They just want you to spend your bread and do what they say, right? But the thing is, remember I told you, you can't win this war with guns? Why? They got more guns than you. They got more money than you. You can't fight them as a whole. And guess what? You got too many nations against you conspiring. So therefore, as you see, you have to clear away these nations little by little. Why you think we know who the powers that be is? That's why we attack their minions. We attack their minions little by little. Because their minions are the ones spreading all of this nonsense, destroying your people, destroying our people. So little by little, which is a process called divide and conquer, like I'm going to show you how it go both ways. Divide and conquer is a warfare where you break down a people little by little. But now I'm going to flip it and show you how they use this book against you. That's why they try to clear away the nations little by little, because they know they can't put an end to you as a whole. Why? Because the wild beasts will grow too numerous for you. Meaning, if they announce an outright attack, niggas going to start going ham and going savage. The same way, vice versa. If it was a war declared right now, and so-called black people was trying to kill a lot of white people were going, they're going to go into savage mode. They're going to turn into wild beasts on your ass. Because that's what happens when you pronounce a war outright. But when it's a quiet war and you conquer people little by little, that's how you get the whole. And being that we divided, therefore we cannot conquer nobody but ourselves. And therefore we are being conquered little by little. By who? By all the opposite nations that don't like you. So I'm showing y'all that people are working strategic to break you down little by little. That's why I told you. Why you think within the community we got so many different factions? Everybody want to have an argument about nothing but division. But that shows you what? That we already conquered. Because little by little, we have been broken down into different sects, different groups, and we have no unity. That's why I told you. That's why your enemies ain't scared of you, because you have no organization. I told y'all, I'm gonna say it for the 1,000th time. They more scared of you being organized than a whole bunch of people having guns. They don't care about that shit. Why they got more guns? And they know if it comes to a war, the wild beasts are going to grow in numbers, meaning you're going to have so many white militias come out the woodworks you ain't even fathom. You're going to have so many people ready to slaughter you, you ain't going to have a clue. So that's why I'm showing y'all how the war is being fought little by little. But the same way I'm showing you is the same way it works spiritual, that when you spiritually inclined and you on the right page with the right people, little by little, you're going to win the war. What's the war? Spiritual warfare. Let me go into some more stuff. Salute to the people in the chat that stayed. Because everybody ain't going to be able to take all this. I'm going to show y'all facts, in my opinion. And like I said, I don't care if Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse wrote the book. You just look at what it say. We don't care about all that. I'm going to show y'all this shit. But he, knowing their thoughts, said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is laid waste, and a divided household falls. Now you see how we being conquered? Now you see how we've been conquered from the beginning, since history, we've been conquered. You see what they've been using? Because really, you're supposed to be using this against them, but they use this against you. Now you understand why they don't want you knowing what time it is. You know everything else, but you don't know about basic formulas. He, knowing their thoughts, said to them, every kingdom divided against itself laid waste. Meaning, he knew the people mentality, their thoughts already known to be about beef and separation, disgruntledness, can't agree, debating, fighting, bickering, being petty. This is how they divide the kingdom and keep it divided. And they also know that what? That kingdom lies in waste. What is waste? Shit, trash, nothingness. So which race on the planet is divided out of all races? I'm not just going to say races. Which nations are divided amongst all nations? Which people are the most divided on the whole planet? And which nation does not have a household? What's a household? People coming together in the name of love, in the name of family. Each one teach one, care one, share one. Ain't none of that. Why? It's divided. Just showing you. I appeal to you, brothers, to watch out for those who cause division and create obstacles contrary to the doctrine that you have been taught. Avoid them. Key word, watch out for those who cause division. How many people do you know that they love to cause division? That's all they fucking do. Did you see that? How so many of people been fucking brainwashed? Remember when I told y'all you ain't got to worry about no damn white man, you got to worry about your own people? This is why. Watch out for those who cause division and create obstacles contrary to the doctrine. They always causing division, always creating obstacles. What's obstacles? Stumbling blocks, bullshit, shit that ain't about nothing, gossiping, spreading lies, spreading falsehood. Man, that shit always gonna go on. Why? Because that's how they conquered the people. And it tells you, avoid them. Why? Because some of y'all know people foul, but you still fuck with them. And that's why it tells you that's contrary to the doctrine. Meaning, you say you're a person of principles of morals and truth, but you still do opposite of that. And that's why we are told to avoid them kind of people. You're not supposed to make excuses for somebody that's fucked up and doing fucked up shit. You're supposed to leave them alone. I don't give a fuck who it is. Why? Because it's already been written. It's already, these are facts. It ain't got to be in this book. Common sense. You keep fucking with somebody that ain't right, watch what happens to you. And what else? People love to make excuses for people that ain't right. You're supposed to avoid them people. You ain't supposed to hate them. You're not supposed to dislike them. You're supposed to avoid them. AKA, you're supposed to curve them. You did? You're supposed to dub them. You're supposed to get up out of there. That's why the whole saying, birds of a feather flock together. When a person goes out their way to line themselves up with a person, that's who they are. They letting you know who they are. So a lot of people, I told you, they specifically line themselves up with demonic energy because that's who the fuck they are. That's why they say what? When somebody show you who they are, believe them. When they believe them, that's who they are. Why you keep fighting and debating on who a person is? They fucking told you. And it said to watch out for those who cause division. So that's why I go hard at people that call themselves having power, because you'll see the people that's in power, they the number one people causing division. When you have power influence, you can what? Bring people together. But you'll see the people in power, they specialize in division, because it's called what? Divide and conquer. Therefore, the powers that be, the unseen hand, they put people in power to cause division. That's their whole job. That's why I told you that's Nicki's job, to cause confusion amongst black women, women in general. Separate the older woman from the younger woman, when the older woman is supposed to be teaching the younger woman the truth. And the younger woman is supposed to be studious to the older woman. But when there's division, you got the young chick calling her old washed up chick and the old chick calling her a dumb young chick. Division. Falling house. You get it? Man, that shit warfare. Everything, this is the script that they use to dictate life in America. I told you, this is the script, or these scriptures are the script to the movie you call real life, living in America every day. But a lot of y'all never read the script. You don't understand the script. Therefore, you don't even know where the fuck you at and what you doing. Your whole shit is written. You don't even know that though, because you was told so many lies to go against the grain. You get it? And no, I'm not religious. I know I got a lot of new people. Salute to y'all, but y'all got to understand the method to my madness. I'm not no religion, nothing. I just deal with certain things that apply to me. Truth is truth. Don't matter who it comes from, when it comes, truth is truth. And you got to call a spade a spade. That's it. You call it what it is. A lot of people don't want to call it what it is. I ain't got to play that game. Why? I don't care about no fucking friends. I don't care about who don't like me. Because guess what? People are not supposed to like you when you're doing the right thing. Because in this world, man, a lot of people ain't supposed to like you when you're right. Or when you're striving for perfection, when you're striving to be right, guess what? You're supposed to piss a lot of people off. Because you got to understand on what side you on. I told you, if you on this a certain side, you're going to have ops. But you got to understand it's a higher power and your enemy is going to be destroyed anyway. Let's continue on. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house or give him any greeting. How many people you know ain't right? You know they full of shit. And you still let them in your home. You still let them in your life. You still make an excuse on why you're dealing with this person. You're not even supposed to salute them people. You're not even supposed to greet them. You're supposed to get them a cold shoulder. Like we say, part of my back. You're supposed to just keep it pushing. But some people have a problem with separating themselves from other human beings. Why? Because you don't got no spiritual power. You don't have nothing higher to look forward to. And this is part of why you're being conquered. Because you don't know how to separate yourself. You don't know how to be your own man. You don't know how to be your own woman. You're always following. This deals with not being a follower. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, hold up. So you mean to tell me a lot of people subscribe to a lot of bullshit and bogusness? Yes, they do. Why? Because they know that person does not bring them no type of righteous teaching. They don't tell them the right shit. They tell them dumb shit. And the people receive it into their house. Why? How you know that? Because you watch a lot of lying ass niggas on your TV screen and your phone every day. You bring them in your house. When you sit in your house playing that TV and it's playing through your house, you bring that bullshit in your home. Then a lot of y'all wonder why y'all curse, because you always lining up with the wrong shit. You see shit, but you ignore it. Therefore, you face penalties. It's called suffering. You dig? But when shit ain't right, you got to draw the line. That's why I said we in a time now of drawing the line. If you ain't trying to draw the line and pick what side you on, that's on you. You're going to get caught up in the middle. This is the number one thing you got to peep. Do two walk together unless they have agreed to meet? Let's break that down. When you ever seen two people hook up that didn't agree to meet? When you seen two people together that don't talk behind the scenes, that don't make plans? My point is, when you see two people walking together, when you see two together, that's called birds of a feather. They agreed to meet. What they agreed to meet on? The same type of shit they be on. The same type of time they be on. The same agendas they want to push. Huh? We call them the Illuminati. Yes, the Illuminati does walk together, but they ain't the only ones that walk together. Your opposition and adversaries walk together. The people that don't like you walk together. The people that have these same bogus ass beliefs that push these fake ass narratives, they meet together. Some of them meet up in chat rooms. They meet up on the phone. They meet up wherever they got to meet up at, in the church. It don't matter. These are the people that think alike. So when you see a person, you trying to, that was my whole point, what I was trying to tell y'all with Nicki Minaj. You see how she stand with her husband so thorough? Because the two walk together and they have agreed to meet. And what that means is she's cool with him being a Chester. She agreed to meet up with him. She agreed to be with him. She agreed to have a baby with him. Why? Maybe they on the same type of time. Maybe she like turning out young girls. Who knows? Because guess what? Like I said, if you ain't about that, you ain't gonna fucking line yourself up with that shit. Like I said, a person that's fresh don't want to hang around nobody that's dirty. Why? Because you making us look bad, bro. We fresh and you up here being dirty. You nasty, nigga. You feel me? That's how the shit work. So people make excuses for the shit they do, but you always judge a person by who the fuck they line themselves up with and when they stand on the shit. The two walk together unless they have agreed to meet. Huh? So y'all niggas can miss me with that shit. I'm speaking in general because we have a lot of things going on in this new world where people co-sign fake shit, they co-sign lies and dumb shit, and then you always going to see majority of the people know it's some bullshit, but it's always going to be those two that stick together and stand on the bullshit. See? Because it takes two to conspire. Remember that. It always takes two to conspire. If I'm thinking some shit by myself, it ain't a conspiracy, try to break it up with till I chop up my plan with somebody else. That is the conspiracy. Therefore, those are the two that's always going to walk together. And they walk together because they meet in secrecy of devilishment. That's why a lot of these niggas got 800 pages on here. These niggas be coming together, conspiring, trolling people. These niggas be studying people. They be watching people. Not for good, but for devious ways. As for a person who stirs up division, after warning him once and then twice, have nothing more to do with him. Titus 3:10. You know people that stir up division and conflict. You might tell them once, chill out. You might tell them twice, but then you're going to realize they love that shit. You got people that love the drama. They love to be fucking messy. But guess what? Those are the people dealing with division. Those are the people causing confusion. Let me say it one more time. It's people that's in power that can bring people together, but you'll see these people in power are the number one people that stir up division. If you want to know who the devil is, all you got to do is study and pay attention. The devil is always lurking. The devil is always around. How you know the devil? You judge him by the shit or you got to see their actions. Because remember, one thing the devil can't do is hide their hand. The devil can't hide themselves over so long. So you got to watch key things that person do and you'll see. Because remember, we on demon time. But you got a lot of people that's on demon time, but they're not claiming it. You feel me? They on straight demon time, but they being low key with the shit. And they blaming the young boy, saying, look at the young boy. No, it's a lot of y'all on demon time out here. You're doing devilish shit. You stirring up division. You causing confusion. You ain't showing no love out here. You ain't helping nobody. You just destroying your own people with your bullshit. And I'm speaking on this because I want to show y'all that these are some of the reasons why we can't rise. It ain't got nothing to do with no fucking race, because these entities hide within many different races. I just showed you it's many different nations against you. Many different nations. These nations are called cults. These nations are any type of group of people. These nations could be gangs. These nations are any group of people that come together to go against the grain to keep the kingdom divided. Therefore, we all are homeless because we don't got no home. The household has fallen. You get it? That's why what? Every man and woman for themselves now, because it ain't no household. Man, this shit been written that we will be fucked up like this right now. It was already written. Why? Because our ancestors had the same savage ass behavior. I already told y'all a million times how most of our people got conquered with beefing with each other. And like I said, yes, beefing, sparring, back and forth, playing around, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about when niggas live their whole life and fuck shit. How you know a nigga live his life and fuck shit? Because all you gotta do is sit back and watch his works, and you'll see the motherfucker ain't gonna never do no shit good. That's how you know a motherfucker. It told you in that you judge a man by his works. You judge a man by his hands. What he do with his hands. That tell you who a person really is. Shit's simple. It's not hard. You understand? So I'm just letting y'all know. When you start using certain things for a moral compass and moral and certain guidelines, you won't end up fucked up. You won't end up niggas doing you dirty. You won't end up fucked up. Because there's people out here purposely to throw you off your path. That's all I want to say. You got people that agree to meet together and conspire against you. You got people that don't believe in what you believe in, but they perpetrate so they can get in your mix, in your graces. Do not receive them into your house or give him any attention, any greeting, no love. This goes for men and women. Sometimes your life be fucked up because of the people you let in your life, the people you trust, the people you go so hard for. Sometimes that's the reason why we be in the shit we be in. So a lot of this shit is by design, meaning it's by choice. And I'm going to say it again. I appeal to you, brothers, to watch out for those who cause divisions and create obstacles contrary to the doctrine that you have been taught. Avoid them. It's okay to do your own thing. It's okay to stay out the way. Because you're going to see some people, if they not, you got to remember, some people only function under drama. They can't function when shit too cool and quiet. They say that's the European nature. They say the people that conquered us, they say they always got to have a war every couple of years. That's just in their nature. They got to start some beef. That's what they do. They can't just deal with just peace forever. But guess what? It's a lot of people like that. They only function amongst drama. They only function amongst chaos. Why? Because when it's chaos, that's how the serpents and snakes could slide through the mist. Because ain't nobody paying attention. This is how they conquered us, y'all. And it's still going on. So that's why we putting certain people on alert, because we letting them know that shit ain't going to work no more. That's it. It's not going to work no more. So what? We got a chance with a new generation. Ain't got to be fucked up like we got fucked up. Because this the last dance right here, y'all. This the last dance. I'm going to say that in my opinion, that after this next generation, we don't know what's coming after that. What I mean by that is we don't know if things are going to live on or things are just going to end. These are just facts, y'all. This is the time we in right now. I ain't got to sugarcoat the shit. But guess what? Another thing I want y'all to understand. Regardless of how you feel, how you look at it, don't matter. All you got to understand is the people, everybody else that don't like you, they know and understand every word that's right here. They know and understand everything that's right here. They understand this, and that's why they use this against you, because you don't know. You dig? But then the ones that know and still do otherwise, y'all know who work y'all doing. And y'all from the synagogue of Satan. That's just what it is. All right? So understand that. God will clear away the nations before you little by little. Meaning it's a fight, but it's a smart fight. This fight is spiritual. That's why I told you, those who are smart, those who can see, you already straight. You're going to save yourself. You're already winning. But the people that don't understand what's going on, they're going to get conquered anyway. They're already conquered. But in warfare, your enemies will try to clip you little by little, which they're already doing. Because they can't take us on as a whole. They got to play these games. And that's how they run the world, in my opinion. Now, let's go into something else real quick, because this applies with yesterday, and it does apply with pnbrock. And I was talking about this yesterday or the other day. That's why I'm bringing it up. When I spoke on how a lot of rappers from Cali don't really experience getting robbed and killed for their jewelry, and I was breaking down how they're able to go from coast to coast, and I specifically spoke on people like Ice-T. Well, Ice-T was doing some explaining on part of why pnbrock got killed, and he got a little bit of flack. But all he was doing was trying to speak his honest opinion. Let's take a look at what Ice-T had to say. People are still hitting me up about my comments about LA gang culture. If you notice, LA rappers don't wear a lot of jewelry. Me, Snoop, Cube, Dre, Game, Kendrick, the list goes on. It's not because we're broke. LA is just a dangerous place. Rapper or not, why test the streets? See that? And LA people know this. But see, when you from the East Coast, you don't know that. People seen in my community section when I posted the Tupac banner from the song called To Live and Die in LA. A lot of people don't understand that wasn't just a song. That whole song is about the culture. LA, it's a certain way you got to move in LA. It's a certain way you got to live through your day. Why you think Ice Cube song made Today Was a Good Day? Because he was breaking down in the song that any day in LA, you could fucking die. So when you get a good day in LA, you got to appreciate that shit. That's what that song was about for those that don't know. LA has never been a place to play with, and it ain't to this day. But a lot of rappers, since a lot of these, a lot of gangsters got locked up, and a lot of things have changed in California, people think it's sweet. So Ice-T was trying to tell people that shit ain't sweet. Why you think we move a certain way? And then you know you had to have a dumb nigga rebuttal, right? Because remember, it's certain people from the new generation. These niggas swear they so gangster. They swear they so fucking smart. And they fucking stupid. And then you got a lot of people that always want to troll and go. People want to debate. Like it's shit I done said. Nigga ain't like what I say. He gonna say unsubscribe. So what, nigga? Your fucking weak ass opinion don't mean shit in the real world. Because you stupid. You don't know shit. So somebody tried to challenge what Ice-T said. This man right here named Billy. He talking about really? Basically trying to say Ice-T, really? Niggas don't wear a lot of jewelry in Cali? But what people had to break down was Game wears his jewelry a lot sometimes, but Game also has what? 1,000 niggas with him. pnbrock did not have 100 niggas with him. That's the difference. Billy, you see, Billy tried to be smart with Ice-T. So Ice-T had to come back and check the nigga. And he basically was like, he told Billy, that's on certain occasions when you're ready for whatever. Meaning, you going out, you got your team with you. Game ain't running around with chains every day by itself. He ain't stupid. That's on certain occasions when you're ready for whatever. Like Ice-T said, I have big jewelry too, but you don't wake up every day and put it on and go down a block. Thank you. That's smart shit. That's how the OGs run. Niggas don't wear their jewelry every day. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't got, what the fuck you walking around the hood with a bunch of jewelry? Who you trying to floss on, broke people? Who you trying to floss on? The people trying to come up? Or you want all attention? Well, you going to get all attention. But you don't wake up every day and put it on to go down the block. As I said before, challenge the hood, somebody's going to catch that fade. What's my #1 slogan? Anybody could be faded. I told you that. That's OG talk. Like Ice-T told his clown. Yeah, Game got on his chain, but he's moving accordingly. You don't just throw on your jewelry just because and go outside lacking. You get it? Because a lot of y'all don't know warfare. You don't know how to move. That's why I told y'all this months ago why all these young rappers get smoked. Because they don't know how to move. They don't know how to move, period. Being a gangster, being a G, you have to know how to move. It's a certain walk, a certain way. You strategize everything you do. It's not because you got a gun with a lot of clips and a lot of niggas with you. That don't make you gangster. Some of y'all ain't never going to understand that. That's why they say real G's don't die. Real G's are still here. All that was a lie they told you. That all niggas are dead, and no, they not. Real G's still around. Why? Because real G's don't die. That's the real saying. Why? Because real G's know how to move. And even when they face with opposition, they're going to get through that shit and keep it pushing. You dig? But a lot of y'all going to keep getting smoked like I told you. I told y'all almost a year ago, these young boys going to keep getting smoked and cooked. Why? They don't know how to move. They don't know the streets. Why? They got brainwashed. Most of these kids got into the streets through rap music. You see? Some of us went into the streets because it was the struggle. Some of it was people had to do what they had to do. Some of it was older family members taught them the game, how to get money. But a lot of people from a certain era did not get into the streets because of no fucking rap music. Rap was just something we listened to while we was in the street. You see the difference? We was in the streets listening to rap, but we wasn't in the streets because of rap. These generations are in the street because of rap. That's why they're getting smoked and cooked. Do you know how many people I know been shot multiple times still living? Do you know how many homeboys I got that been grazed in the head, shot in the head, still living? I'm telling you, I know people from a different cloth that been through real shit. I know niggas been shot 5 times on 5 different, I'm talking about 5 different occasions, still here. Because niggas built different. It's just what it is. I don't know if it's how we was raised with the food, the DNA, but a certain DNA is stronger. This new DNA is weaker. I'm sorry to tell you that. Why you think in sports the niggas get hurt so much? You ain't noticed that? For my people that watch sports, you ain't noticed this? Peep game. You see now it's more sports doctors, more medicine, more technology, exclusive sneakers. Why these niggas still always getting hurt in sports? Ankle hurt. And niggas back in the day, they never get hurt, and they wore fucking Converses like that. Cheap ass Nikes and shit. They ain't even get hurt like that. You know how many games Jordan missed like that? It's a whole lot of players who play the whole season. This season, these niggas always get hurt. Why? The DNA is different. Y'all ain't know that? They weakened the DNA. Why? Because they raised to eat different. Why? Half the generation now was raised out of fucking microwave and fast food. They wasn't fed the same. That's why their bones is weaker. A lot of shit is just weaker. Y'all ain't understand that? Back in the day, your people were stronger. They ain't get hurt like that. Now they get hurt every time you turn around. They got hurt, but 5 ankle hurt. Niggas always hurt. Back in the day, your people didn't get hurt. And they played on drugs high half the time and still didn't get hurt because the DNA was different. We went through a DNA change these past couple of decades too. So this is not the not generations. I'm just going to always put things in perspective of what's real. We've been taken away so far from what's real and basic that's why another reason why people are fucking losing. So when Ice-T was trying to school niggas about wearing big jewelry, he was teaching him the knowledge and wisdom on how to properly wear your jewelry, how and where, you dig? That's why Ice-T is in his fucking 60s and still living, because he knew how to move. Between Cali and New York, he knew how to fucking move. That's why Ice-T's still around. But these rappers now, are they making it to 60? Hell no. They're not even making it to 30. They definitely ain't making it to 40. You dig? So when you see this man challenging him, that nigga Billy you see challenging Ice-T, that represents the mentality of the new people that's out here. The new breed of humans that call themselves real and think they know every fucking thing. Don't know shit. Like I said, what I say, I said, forget the location, forget all of that. If pnbrock was not flossing that jewelry like that, it might have been a different discussion. Then I also said that whole robbery could be a front for something bigger. Because when somebody put a hit on you, if I make it look like a petty ass robbery, you ain't gonna know that shit was a hit. You won't think it was just a bum nigga that came and got you. When the whole time it was a whole conspiracy of individuals that came together and plotted on your death. We just made it look like it was a fucking bullshit chain robbery. Y'all don't know about this shit like that. High tech shit. You dig? So a lot of these rappers, they get smoked because they don't know how to move, period. And I already said that. So Ice-T tried to tell these people how to move. And niggas didn't like that. He tried to clown Ice-T like, really? So you saying Game don't wear no jewelry? That's what you trying to say, Ice-T? See that bitch shit? That's bitch shit. When nigga always trying to rebuttal what's real. Bitch shit. Like he tried to tell him, yeah, Game moving accordingly. He got on his jewelry, but y'all know Game gonna have them bloods with him. He ain't gonna be with his baby mother eating no damn food, lacking with chains and Roscoe. Also, I seen a clip of Game post said something in 2007 about how you can get caught slipping in Roscoe. Everybody in LA know how to move. That's the fucking difference. When you ain't from LA, you don't know how to fucking move. You caught up in the glamour. But that's what get you killed. So, salute to the chat. Time fly when you having fun. Salute to everybody that's here, everybody in the building that's watching. What up, D Malley? D Malley from Cali, Cali in the building. That's right. G-Rock. So let's go back to the top. For those who pulled up, then we're going to slide out of here. And these chicks are tiring. I call them too messy. The two messy chicks in the game. That's older, meaning they have a lot of influence. As we see, they're rich, but don't know how to use their influence correctly. They both live messy lives. Both of their mans are messy. One man is a fucking pedophile, right? I ain't got nothing bad to say about Offset. Offset, he a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't an arrogant dude. Offset is all right. He might do his thing on Cardi, but that ain't none of my business. But as far as Offset image, he a cool dude. Now, her man, on the other hand, is a fucking Chester. He ain't getting no pass from me. And like I said before, how the fuck is he a blood? He's a fucking registered Chester. Niggas got to tell me that one. But anyway, Nicki also ran to her husband because of his so-called blood affiliation, because she was beefing with Cardi B, who was blood affiliate. So that whole blood thing Nicki wearing under, that's because she was scared of Cardi B and what Cardi B had going on. Don't forget that neither. Don't get it twisted. So they both been copying off each other. Don't get it fucked up. They both been copying off each other, even though they both from New York, one from the Bronx, one from Queens. Instead of them getting along, I told you, if they would have did an album, that shit might have been the biggest album in our time. I'm just being real. I know they females, but guess what? That would have been a power move. Not only for the music, but to show the unity, right? Then on the album, right? They could have still been dropping little jewels on these little young girls on how they need to get their life in order so they can be a boss. See, when it comes to women, it's about women being a boss. So if a woman ain't being taught to be a boss, she's being taught to be a nobody. She's being taught to be a hoe. She's being taught to be less than. Women's supposed to be taught to be a boss. You dig? So instead of these women teaching other women to be bosses because they want to be on the top, they spend their whole time and career acting fucking stupid and messy and childish. But Nicki Minaj is suing in particular because a lot of people tired of their shit. Therefore, on Black Twitter, it's a lot of people frying both of their ass. Meanwhile, now look, you got Nicki and Cardi beefing with each other. Meanwhile, people beefing with both of them. You dig? So either way, it's a lot of fuckery. And let me say this. Let's also not think that maybe this whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef is staged as well. You get it? Maybe this whole thing is still staged. And maybe this is the way they keep all of young girls and people distracted in America. That's all I'm saying. All that shit playing, because you ask me, they jacking each other. So the point is, Nicki Minaj caters to young girls. Her husband is a Chester. Do you see something is not right? I already broke down the whole Barbie mind control program with Barbie dolls and playing with kids' brain. If you got to catch the replay for that. I ain't going there again. I just want people to use common sense and ask yourself, is this woman trying to cater to kids on purpose? And why is she with a Chester? Because let's continue on. To take the real attention off what's going on, she's taking this woman to court allegedly for $75,000 over slander. And this is another thing I want to show y'all and prove to y'all that what? I told you these celebrities be knowing who people is. These celebrities be tapping into these channels. They be on these platforms. They be knowing. You think they don't know. They be knowing. And they got a team of people that watch our channels, watch different people platforms to see what they saying. They got people in position. But this woman being sued for $75,000 because they saying that she outrageously defamed Nicki's character. And she said that Nicki is on coke, be having all type of, be stuffing coke up her nose. But she ain't the only one that said it. Azalea Banks said it too. And other people said it. But she don't want no smoke with Azalea Banks. She bringing the smoke to a blogger. And she also said she wants to take this lady's trademark and everything. She's trying to shut this woman down. All because she gave her opinion. You did? Nicki Minaj is currently beefing with Cardi B, Lil Kim, Megan Thee Stallion, Asian Doll, and Lotto all at once. And y'all still don't see the problem. Talking to the barbs that's brainwashed. Showing you, look, let's look at all those names. You see why it's not forbidden for all the women to come together? You see why it's a crime for women to be seen sitting at the table talking like bosses? They don't want that image. Why? Because that would defeat the whole slut, whore, stupid bitch image. Bobblehead, thought. That destroys the image when you got beautiful women sitting together doing business. Because remember I told y'all, being a beautiful woman and over-sexualized, nothing wrong with that as long as you ain't using the shit for evil. There's nothing wrong with that. When you're using this shit for evil, that's when it's different. So let's look at Cardi B, Lil Kim, Megan Thee Stallion, all these chicks, Asian Doll, the chick that said if you ain't got 3 bodies, I don't want to. Look at all these bitches. They use their shit for evil. That's the difference. They're not using it for positive. What's that? Being bosses. Showing by example that you could be a bad chick and still be about your business and you ain't gotta even worry about no dude. Get it? That's not to be taught in America. Nicki Minaj constantly let her teenage fans hype her up into doing this dumb childish shit. See what that grown woman said? She looks a mess every time. None of her peers act this way. None of the legends she should rightfully be in the same conversation with career-wise act the way she does. That's just a fact. So people ain't stupid no more, like I said. And like I showed y'all this earlier, this dumb shit Nicki Minaj said out her mouth, some childish shit. Talking about the movie Little fucking Mermaid. Is Little Mermaid a Disney movie, if I'm not mistaken? Somebody let me know if that's a Disney movie, because we already know what's up with Disney movies. Anyway, look at the childish shit she said out her mouth. Little Mermaid. When this comes out, no one speak to me. Even Papa Bear talking about her son. Better not get on mama nerves that day. Talking about when Little Mermaid come out. And look what this bro said right here. He said, ma'am, this is a children's movie. You can't even go see this in theaters with your husband. What are you talking about? Your husband is a Chester. He can't be around kids. So he just shut Nicki Minaj's whole shit down because these are facts. Why is she on a pedestal when her husband is a Chester? You know why? Because that's a good look for the Chester community. When a woman of power can co-sign a Chester, that's actually a stamp and an okay to the Chester community. So her husband is really considered a hero. Why? Because he was a goddamn Chester and he still was able to get with Nicki Minaj one day. He's a fucking hero in the world of Chesters. Told you, people think opposite and different. This is why she's getting all these blessings now. This is the ritual she had to go through of humiliation of her husband being a pedophile. And it's also said by Zaya Banks that her husband is going to be the #1 player in her downfall. And it's alleged that her husband will do her exactly how did Whitney Houston's daughter die? Then they say it was the so-called boyfriend that slipped the drugs. And how did they say Whitney Houston died? Then allegedly they put that on Ray J for getting the drugs. I'm going to do a special on that too. I'm going to do a specific special on that whole Whitney Houston Ray J thing. And how they was partying at the party while she was dead in the tub. Everybody was partying. We're going to get into that. I'm going to get into that. How Brandy knew about certain things and all of that. Allegedly. But you'll see the more Kenneth Petty pedophile news got on the airwaves, you'll see Nicki got back in graces. Also, along with her brother, and mainly, if you notice the #1 thing, she got that motherfucking award after her dad died. Remember, her dad got killed, hit and run, but the man got released. Who's to say that wasn't a paid hit? I don't know. Who's to say it wasn't a sacrifice? It's mighty funny. She back on top after certain things happen. Some things are coincidences, so I ain't got nothing to say about that. But I know one thing, she would have goddamn Chester. Everybody know that shit. A lot of people fed up with her shit. So the beef she's starting is going to go against her eventually. This lady, Nicki Minaj, always find a way to blow me. I be trying to like her. I'm the same way. I be trying to like her how I did when I was a kid, but she always on some bullshit. Like I said before, a lot of y'all was raised to like her when you was a fucking kid. Now you're grown, you got to know right from wrong. That this bitch is still catering to kids. Her whole marketing scheme was kids. You get it? Kids. But let's ask the question. What did she have to offer a kid? But what? How to suck dick. How to get your pussy ate. How to be a slut. And how to be with a pedophile. That's all she could teach your kid. Nothing. All right? But that's her job. To market to your kids. All right? So I don't care about rap like that. A lot of people use rap and their favorite rapper as a fucking role model. I don't care about that shit. Y'all do, not me. You dig? And I'm gonna call it what it is. Mind control program. What Lil Wayne do? Mind control program. Lil Wayne made every little young boy want to be a blood. That's what he did. So Cardi B is catching flack, and they saying Nicki really been going off lately because they saying that Cardi B trying to look like Nicki. They said she got her face done specifically to look like Nicki Minaj. What y'all think about that? Pardon my language, but I gotta go there sometime because it's disgusting. What do y'all think about her? Is she trying to look like Nicki Minaj? But why does Cardi keep playing with her face? Why she keep getting her face? She ain't, you heard her saying somebody ain't comfortable in their own skin. Why she keep changing her face? What's wrong with her? But you people forget, you can have a lot of money and still have low self-esteem. Why? Because you can't buy self-esteem. Y'all ain't know that, did you? You can't buy yourself no new self-esteem. So no matter how much money you got and what you got, if you ain't comfortable in your skin and you got low self-esteem, you're always going to be searching. You're never going to be happy. So we can honestly say, allegedly, due to the fact that Offset always sliding with other chicks, we can say Cardi B got low self-esteem. Because in my opinion, Cardi B ain't have to do nothing to her face. That's just my opinion. It wasn't nothing wrong with her face. She ain't have to do nothing to her face, in my opinion. Now she look like she making her face more manly, more strong. See that strong face? See? Come on, man. Just showing you. They are defiling their temple for what? It ain't gonna keep you. It ain't gonna keep no man. Ain't no body work gonna keep no man. Period. Certain things that keep a man, and I ain't gonna say it right now. It ain't no goddamn surgery. So some of y'all need to figure that shit out. You can have the best you can have. You can spend $50,000 on your body, and that nigga still gonna cheat. Because guess what? There's certain things that keep a man. That's another discussion. Anyway, they lost in the sauce, and Cardi B got her own issues. Cardi B got to go to court. She facing 4 years in jail, right? She facing time as we speak. All this shit going on. So both of them are messy. Both of them got a lot of drama in their life. But while all that shit going on, guess what they got to do? They got to still cater to these kids. They got to still keep your kids in a headlock. All of our kids, they got to keep them in a headlock. Because that's their fucking job. To be 30, 40 years old, but your fan base is 12, 13, 14, and older. Get it? Now you understand why Cardi B had to go to the middle school, the junior high school the other day, because she got to check up on her kitty fan base. Yes, she gave 100,000. Yes, that was good. But we know what it's really all about. But I'm not going to knock her because at least she did get that bread up. But she still understands she has a kid fan base. So all you got to do is ask the question. When Cardi B went to the school, my people from New York know it's many different high schools. See, Nicki Minaj went to LaGuardia. A lot of actors went to LaGuardia, Omar Epps, things of that nature. We got prominent high schools in New York City. But you got to understand, that ain't the point. The point is, you'll see Cardi B did not go to a high school. She went to a junior high school. Because she understands her fan base. You don't stream her music, but the kids going to stream it. The kids going to buy the album. You're not. When the kids say, "Ma, let me get $20," they're going to buy the album. But anyway, she facing time. She facing 14 charges. And like I said earlier, she better hope New York don't try to make an example out of her like they did Lil' Kim. People forget Lil' Kim did 6 months in the feds. And all she did was not tell on nobody. And we know Cardi B has always wore the gang on her sleeve. Remember, I broke all this shit down months ago, a year ago, when I told you how people like Cardi B use the gang She used the gang for clout. People forget part of her marketing scheme was being a blood. Now, let's keep it real. A percentage of Cardi B fan base came from what? Love and hip hop. A percentage of her fan base came from her being a blood. Don't ever get that twisted. And she rode the blood wave. And when she got to a certain point, she ran to Atlanta with Offset and left the bloods behind. And after that, a lot of bloods went to jail. And she been getting away with a lot of shit. So maybe this might be the small incident she don't get away with. And let's not forget about her friend Star Brim, who also allegedly was supposed to go to jail but never went back to jail and got put on house arrest. So it's a lot of suspect shit going on around Cardi B too. But maybe this might be the nail in her coffin, even if they just sit her down for a little while, because she facing 14 charges. They saying she ordered an attack. That means she sent a hit. If I was dealing with charges and they looked at me as a leader, if they said I sent a hit or sent somebody to get beat up, they would say, not only is that a gang assault, they would say I was the OG that sent the hit. That would be even more trouble for me. Well, that's what they're saying for Cardi B. They saying she ordered attacks on 2 bartenders at a strip club, accusing one of the 2 of having an affair with Offset. Apparently, she and 9 members of her entourage allegedly threw bottles, chairs at bartenders, leaving them injured. Cardi B was indicted. So as we see, this was over a man. This was over her own insecurities. As we can see, Cardi B was indicted on a total of 14 charges, which includes 2 felony counts of attempted assault with intent to cause serious physical injury and misdemeanor charges of reckless assaults. And as we know, she's with Atlantic Records and they downplay it. But as you see Kodak Black or Atlantic Records, whenever Kodak Black get in trouble, that shit be all over the place. And only reason why this is coming up, only reason why I'm speaking on this, which I already knew about it, is that Cardi B just went to court the other day. If I'm not mistaken, it was Monday. So they all messy. They all dealing with a lot of shit. And as you see right here, it was circled on the 12th. Paperwork. You dig? So both of them are messy. Both of them are distracting. And both of them ain't in no position to be trying to lead your kids nowhere. All they need to do is get in that booth, make their songs, and shut up. But you understand one thing now. Most of these people, they be on social media more than they even make good music. Why? Because they prisoners of their own fame, stuck in a fucking house. And they don't do shit but cater to young people and people that really ain't got no fucking life. That's it. That's who their supporters are. So we done with all that. The verdict is out. Both of them full of shit. All right. It is what it is. They ain't got no influence to bring to the table for these kids. They part of the reason why our generation is going down a fucking gutter with they fuck shit. And yeah, I can't just, look, it's not about me attacking these women. I'm attacking them because of who they work for. They know who they work for. So being that we know who they work for, we got to attack the minions. Because they are the middleman between your children and the graveyard. That's it. Or having an early teenage pregnancy and can't take care of themselves. Other than that, I'm done. I also spoke about this earlier, which is very important, to show you how a street in upstate New York is named after a Ku Klux Klan leader. And the people went on protest to get this removed. And it was just my proof of when I spoke about how you got people up north that are more racist than people down south. If your car break down in the south, you'd be surprised. There'd be a white person come help you. Your car break down in the north, ain't no white person coming to help you. You can cancel that shit. You got white people up north won't even hold a fucking door for you. These just facts. This ain't about race. Just what it is. Like they say, what? It's messed up people within everywhere. But who thought that it was a street named after a Klan member? And as you see, the Klan member used to hold rallies in Long Island and in Queens. There goes some more history for your ass to show you that you've been lied to and everything has been flipped upside down and turned inside out. And I said it earlier, the last state to free the slaves was Delaware, not Texas. That's another lie. If you don't believe me, you smart-ass Negroes, you go do some history research and stop repeating what you was told. That's a lie. June 16th, Juneteenth was cap. I proved that already on a previous episode, how it was people owning things down there. It was a lot of free blacks down there and a lot of other things going on. It was some slaves down there now, but it wasn't as many as you think it was. They say at that time, it was only 1,000 people registered as slaves, but it was way more people than that was free. And Texas wasn't the last, it was fucking Delaware, a northern state. A lot of people don't know that though. So anyway, we done with that. We done for the day. We did our thing. Episode 266. Sometime I don't know how it's going to turn out, but you know I'm going to turn up. Anyway. So I'm about to read through the comments, then I'm about to get out of here as usual. Salute to the chat. Who in here? Miss Jackie. What's up, Miss Jackie? Who else in here? Jers, what up, Jers? Big Phil, what up, Big Phil? I see you, Big Phil. What's up, Renner? Squeaky 03. You got to catch the replay. Tasha Peters. The Chicks 1000, Jay Goodbar. What's up? Who else up in here? Miss Jones. John Shaft. What up, Sassy? What's up? Latasha Jordan. What's good? Ebony Evans. What's up? Like I said, salute to the new people that's supporting. We keep bringing this content every day. It's a lot of things I'm trying to bring, but it's going to take a little work. But I'm going to have some special episodes coming up. Yesterday, we glitched the Matrix. I don't know what happened yesterday, but something happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I got about 300 new subs yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking somebody playing games. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody that's new. Thank y'all for joining. Like I said, when you pull up here, we family. You stay in pocket. No, we don't play them crazy games around here, but we do show a lot of love and people do what they do. You dig? Ken Thompson, what up? Who else in here? Miss Matt Deline, what up, Matt? Iris was good. True, what's up? Yeah, how many of y'all seen Tasha K go live from Africa yesterday? Told you Tasha K got up out of here. Hold up. Oh yeah, that's a fact. Indictment season is coming. They writing down the paperwork, right? They typing up the papers right now. That's how it's going down. That's right. I'm telling you, man, this shit about to get nasty out here. That's what's going on. I have a feeling, D. Malley says, I have a feeling more women are going to start getting locked up. That is a fact. That is the part of the poster child if Cardi get locked up. Because like I said before, they already understand for years a lot of women been doing dirt just like men. And they understand that a lot of men have been using women to do dirt. And a lot of men have been hiding under women, meaning doing dirt under these women addresses. They know how shit work now. That's why you see them going hard on women now. That's why I told you never see this many women die. You never see this many women dealing with nothing. Because now it is fair game. And I told you, when you conquer a people, you have to destroy the whole household now. So that's why you see the man under attack, the kids, and the woman. Before, it was just the black man under attack. Remember? The woman was left out the shit. Now it's not. It's fair game on a woman too. That's part of the warfare, y'all. That was part of why they was promoting all this agenda, a woman being tough and woman being super hard. And I don't need no man. Because now when a woman gets slayed, they're going to say, see, she shouldn't have been trying to be hard anyway. She shouldn't have been trying to be like a nigga. See, that's what she get. That's part of the game, y'all. Make women be so hard so that a man ain't even going to help them. Or a man ain't even going to feel sorry for her. You see that? Therefore, when you focus on being an independent woman, ain't no man gonna really give. They ain't gonna remember. You said you're independent, so you don't need no man, right? Well, hey, you got to take what come with it. That was all part of the game, y'all. The brainwashed woman to thinking they don't need no man. Therefore, they made a lot of men weak, and it helped the narrative go even more. Some women say, "Shit, these niggas weak, and I don't need them anyway. Fuck it." It was a whole lot of different things installed, y'all. I told you, they are the masters of deception. They are the masters of dividing. They work on these programs every fucking day around the clock on how to keep you fucked up. So that's why it's fair game on a woman, and that's why nobody cares. The same way I've told y'all, in my opinion, you'll see most of the time when women fighting, it's always a man just standing back watching. He don't say, man, chill, break that shit up. Y'all wilding. Y'all too pretty for that shit or whatever. No, niggas gonna let you kill each other. Because that's the world we in now, where women get treated like men. You also see how many videos you see a men knocking women out like a nigga. You don't care. Beating on women. Because women have been tricked to be extra super hard and tough. So therefore, that took away the compassion of women. Therefore, nobody don't have no compassion for some women like that no more. That's just what it is. All that was a trick. No compassion. That's why now when a woman gets slayed, don't nobody care. Oh, well, she shouldn't have been acting like that. Oh, shit, she should have been doing that. That's what they're going to say. Nobody don't care. You feel me? No compassion. Grown man talk. What up? 37 years, never had a fight. That means you was around the right people. That's a fact. That's right. A lot more armed robberies been on women too lately. That's a fact. I seen the other day, like 14 officers got arrested in New York that work in a prison. When I looked it up, all of them was women. Because you got women so stupid. You got a job with a salary. And you're sacrificing your fucking jail for a nigga that's locked up and really can't do shit for you. You're throwing your whole career down the drain. All these dudes in the world, and you have a lot of dudes obligating themselves to dudes locked up. I'm not hating. I'm just being real. That shows you a psyche problem. Dudes out here in the street, you in a relationship with a dude locked up and coming home for 3, 4, 5 more years and risking your career. I told you, people bring shit on themselves. People are fucked up in the head, period, man. Who else in here? What y'all think? Let me get an opinion before I go. Now, Nicki sued her for $75,000. Now, I'm not going to say she wrong, because if this woman is putting shit out there with no proof for clout and they use the proper words, I ain't going to say nothing about that lawsuit. But what I am going to say is, like I asked y'all yesterday, do you think both of them are paid to destroy households? Meaning destroy the future of America, which are these young ladies growing up? Or am I going too far? Shayna says, it's sad. A lot of dudes ain't about nothing. Can't do nothing for you, but want to ruin your life for a quick illegal dollar. That's right. That's all they want to do. There was a time where if a dude was in the street, he kept his girl out the way. He kept her blind. So therefore, if she ever get ran down on, she can honestly say, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what he do. People understood that you keep your girl out of danger. You keep her at safety. What niggas do now? They get their girl killed. They use their girl car to do dirt. While you at work, the nigga got your car with all his homies riding around robbing niggas and doing dumb shit. You drive your car, nigga chasing you, you get gunned down on some shit your nigga did. That's the dumb shit they do now. They fucking stupid. All right? They don't know how to protect what they love. That's the difference. All this shit's simple. That's right. You keep your girl and your kids away from your mess at all times. That's why I told a lot of these fools, no disrespect, but I gotta be 1,000. A lot of y'all be out here in these streets doing a lot of shit, then y'all put your family on blast. Y'all put your families on social media when you know you ain't supposed to do that, bro. You're supposed to protect your family. You ain't supposed to put them on blast. Because what? What you do is separate from your family. Do you take your family with you to fucking work? No. Do you do that? My nigga, when you work hard labor or you got a job, do you take your kids with you to work and tell your wife and kids sit in the break room, wait for me when I finish? No. You keep them separate. But a lot of y'all got tricked to use your family as a poster child or put your family in the midst of your shit for sympathy, whatever. But you know you're supposed to protect your family. Y'all know that. But a lot of y'all did opposite. Told you, man, y'all fucking went against the grain, most of y'all, man. Most of my brothers went against the grain. They got tricked and brainwashed and they fell short. They forgot the principles of what make a man a man. That's it, y'all. I'm not tooting my horn. I'm not saying I'm the top dog. I'm just saying I ain't going. I'm not going to forget what was installed in me. And I had a father. You dig? Most of this shit I was taught by my dad before I was 11. Then I had older brothers. Then I had OGs in the street. Then I became my own man. You feel me? I became my own man. So I had to learn this shit. And I didn't learn this shit to throw it out the window like most of y'all did. Y'all threw it out the window. So shame on y'all, man. Get y'all shit back in order, man. Stop lacking out here. You fucking lacking out here, bro. A lot of y'all, man. Y'all went opposite. See? I'm caught up in a new wave. I'm in a new wave, but I'm not changing my principles. That's the difference. Only thing I'm gonna change in the new wave is probably my appearance. That's it. You get it? But the principles stay the same. I broke that down when I was went into the scriptures on y'all. The doctrine remains the same. The morals and principles remain the same. Only thing changes is the gear. It's sometimes the location. But the man doesn't change. You get it? A lot of y'all been changing. Y'all been swinging all over the place. Just being real, y'all. Just being honest. If I don't tell you, who gonna tell you? Because everybody else is blind leading the blind. Everybody in a monkey gang together. So I'm gonna keep it real. And it ain't just me. It's a whole lot of other people that think the same way. It ain't just me. So understand that. Anyway, y'all. Or teach her the lesson of not knowing anybody can make. You know what you don't. No making them do their job as a detective, but once you teach your folks that, you have to have trust. I'm trying to decode what you're saying, bro. I get it. But that is one thing I will say. Did it look like you touching on that I was thinking? I ain't gonna lie. I said it before. Women make the most goddamn best detectives on the goddamn planet. Some of y'all should have became federal agents. Some of y'all should have been goddamn cops and lawyers. I'm gonna be real. Because you do that shit good for free. You put all your energy in to worry about a nigga cheating on you when you could have been doing that shit getting paid. I'm just being real with most of y'all. Y'all could have been doing investigations getting paid. Some of y'all would have had a career. But you took all your talent of doing research, worried about a nigga cheating on you or not. And I said, yo, women ain't no joke when it comes to researching some shit and figuring some shit out and get information. They fucking savage with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they put too much of that energy in the wrong shit. Your whole life is dedicated to if a nigga cheating on you or not. Your whole life of being a detective is worried about a nigga. That's where a lot of women fell short too. Your whole life is based on a nigga. You get it? Just being real. Well, a lot of y'all have ruined y'all life. Not by design. I'm just telling you what these bitches do. Pardon me. These women right here, they teaching the young girls, ruin their life, worry about a baby daddy all day. Ruin your life, worry about a baby daddy all day. What does Cardi B do? Worry about her baby daddy all day. That's why she got to charge now. Get it? What does Lil' Kim do? Worry about her pedophile ass baby father all day. That's all she do. And they teaching that to your kids. Where the main thing a kid should be worried about is getting a fucking career, getting a job. Don't you know a woman, you can get hired off your looks just by off your looks alone with knowing how to talk and experience and get you any fucking job. Get paid. Then worry about a dude. Then you can pick the dude you want. And you ain't got to settle. You see the difference? Options. When you ain't got no more options, it's over. So when a young woman get pregnant before her time, her options become very, very slim. Not saying she ain't gonna make it, but now she got a new fight. I broke it down yesterday. When a woman get a kid before her time, that's her burden. And for young black males, they like us to catch felonies earlier. That's how they give us burdens. Because soon as we 18, they want to put a felony on us, so we be jammed up. In some places at 18, you can have your own crib, your own car, legal gun, job, everything at 18. Go in the military, whatever. You're supposed to be learning your way as a teenager, not being lost and doing dumb shit. That's why I said we was taught backwards. That's why I broke down why most of us spend our adult years trying to get our life back in order because we messed up as kids. But that's how they taught us to be. That's it. Salute to everybody here, though. I'm about to get out of here. I'm still running through the chat, so Tasha said, I lucked up. It's super hard to find love over 6 feet. It's probably something that the man got. Some of that stuff y'all say, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. If I'm asking you the question, assume I already know the answer before I put your ass out. Yeah, man. Woman, y'all be doing this extra research, man. I don't play that shit. I'm telling you, man. That's why a lot of dudes be getting caught up being fake players, man. You trying to be a player, man, but you keep playing around, getting caught. That's what half you niggas burden. You ain't as smart as you think you is. Your chick keep outsmarting you, bro. And the chick you cheating with keep getting you caught up on purpose. That's why a lot of you niggas be getting jammed up. And meanwhile, while you playing all these different households, you ain't getting your shit in order. Therefore, when you got to get out, you ain't got shit. Because you been playing around, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see, back in the days when niggas were cheating, they had their shit in order. That's why niggas was taking care of more than one household. So if they got put out of one, they had another household to go to. You see the difference? That's that old head shit, man. Why you think most of these old men, the niggas had more than one household? But one, they had a good job, they was getting money, but they wasn't just playing around cheating. These niggas was raising other families and shit. Now niggas be trying to do the same thing, but both your chicks ain't got shit. No disrespect, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit, nigga. You being a player, but you ain't got shit. So with that mean, you ain't really been a player. A player straight. You know what I'm saying? So if you get caught, nigga, you good. But y'all niggas be getting caught and fucking up when you biting the hand that feeds you. That's called disloyalty. Because be real, if you know for a fact the chick breaking bread with you, taking care, you making sure you straight, why you gonna go fuck with a bird? Why you gonna go fuck with somebody? Look, this chick taking care of you, looking out for you, and you taking that, blessing it with another chick like a clown. To me, that's clown shit. And that's disloyalty. That's my opinion. That's why I'm not promoting cheating. I'm just being real. That's why they say if you go and cheat, nigga, you supposed to cheat with somebody doing better than the chick you with. If that's the case. Because a lot of y'all be cheating on good women and then you go get a piece of shit chick. Because you niggas backwards. So therefore, you end up fucked up in the game. When she say, get out. And you was wasting time playing, you ain't established nothing for yourself. That's why I was telling bros months and years ago, that era's played out. It's played out too. That shit old. You with a chick because what she could do for you, that shit played out, my nigga. Same thing with a chick. Or you with a dude because of what he could do for you. Well, one day he gonna get tired of doing shit for your ass. What you gonna do then? All that shit played out now, y'all. Now we live in a time of hustling and bossing up. That's it. No in between. Either you hustling, you bossing up, you take care of your business, how you do it, how you earn your bones, but you always understand it's about the work you putting in. Ain't about nobody else helping your ass, because that ain't gonna happen. Why? Because people barely can help themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that shit played out. And a lot of niggas done burnt bridges. So that's why it's fucked up. Hold up. Are the girls fighting because... Hold up. Oh, all right. I'm gonna stay out of that. I don't know what y'all talk about right now. Anyway, we got to the point. You didn't catch the beginning. Go to the top of the top. Thank you, everybody, for staying in the building. Everybody for tapping in. Everybody that appreciate the content. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the all notification bell. Leave a comment. Like or dislike. It's up to you. All right? More to come. Everybody have a blessed day. I'm out. 1.